Another day, another video, another makeup at night before I go to bed, because that's how it works when you have a full-time job. Once again, I am sorry if you hear the fan in the background. I have not yet edited my last video, so I don't know how bad it came out, but if you hear a fan in the background, I can't help it. It's too hot not to. For today's video, I have the California Love palette by Colourpop. It is a 12 shadow palette and it is beautiful. I thought it was going to be really pretty when I ordered it, obviously, because why would I order an ugly palette? But in person, it looks so much nicer. So it's a very warm palette and it's got really bright metallic here. This is just like straight up glitter. Like, I've already rubbed around in it and I think it is actually just glitter. This one is kind of a metallic. This one is kind of a metallic. This one is a metallic. And then we've got 4 true mattes. This one is a matte, 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 matte. And then this one, and this one up here on the top. Did you follow any of that? I wasn't looking. These are all matte, but have shimmer in them. They have glitter in them. It's just a really warm palette and I'm really excited to play around with it. It's a lot of brown, but it's also got oranges. Well, it's got an orange and it's got golds. Those are colors that I don't do a whole lot on myself, but I think that it's gonna be pretty beautiful. So I haven't really formulated a full thought on what I want to do yet. So I will kind of just jump in and hope it works out. I think I have some plans, but I'm not really solid in them yet. But as always, gotta start with primer. There's a couple of these I know just from like already touching them that are gonna really need to be wet when I apply them, or they're not gonna really show as vibrantly as I think they can. I guess the question is, should I do my eyebrows? Probably. You know those bitches that just got beautifully sculpted brows? I honestly don't have time for it. Like, I threw these together in 30 seconds and they looked like trash, but also now I have brows on. So I guess it's just like a pro-con, really. My face is red for 2 reasons. I just washed it and it's hot. We are finally gonna break into these Jeffree Star brushes. I have not touched the eye brushes, mostly out of sadness, not wanting to make them not beautiful anymore. I have touched the face brushes though, so maybe I just don't have as strong feelings for ones that are synthetic bristles. I don't know. But I'm breaking into these today. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rundown of what I think I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start with a neutral base. And then I think I'm gonna do this in the crease to start. I don't know really where I'm going from there. I'm gonna do this in the crease. And then I'm thinking this is a follow-up crease color. And I think I'll do this as a lid. And I'll probably pull this into inner corner as well, because when I do a follow-up crease, it will cover this one up a lot, but it'll be just on the top edge, which is what I want. And then I'll probably do that as inner corner because that's really the best bright color in the palette. Like, I can use, this is a really stunning gold. Like, you can't tell, you can kind of tell in the palette, but when okay, well, let's do that. I was gonna say, when I swatched it on my finger, so really stunning gold. So that would also be a decent inner corner, but you can have more than one inner corner, man. I'm not recommending doing different inner corners on each eye. I just mean you can layer it. I think that's what we'll do. So neutral base, crease, second crease, lid, inner corner, and I gotta use this puppy, and it'll probably be center lid. Yeah, probably center lid. And I'll probably also use one of these two to deepen the outer V. Yeah. That's what I think. So I'm gonna try not to pick up the palette too much while I'm playing with it. You guys have been told the game plan, and that's basically what I'm gonna go for. I have recently decided that I think I want to get a real cute, just little hand mirror to use that I can hold at an angle that I can see, but you can see. I have this one. It's got a suction cup. It's supposed to, I used to have it hang off my mirror, and it has a light around the edge, but that light has long since faded. It might be the batteries, but I haven't bothered replacing them because then I got the lights around my mirror. I got these guys. So I made my mirror like a studio mirror without needing this. So I've been using this still because it's a magnifying one, but I would like just a regular small one too. We'll see. I don't know. Despite the fact that I've ordered 4 palettes in the last week, I'm not trying to invest a whole lot of money on like the YouTube portion. I'm just trying to, like, you know, live my best life because I don't know if this is going anywhere. I think I would have bought all those palettes regardless. I definitely think I'm using YouTube as an excuse, but I also think I would have bought them anyway. All right, let's get started on this makeup because I need to go to bed soon. What I learned from the Colourpop Just My Look palette is Colourpop really does require a primer. Just FYI from that palette, what I've learned. California Love is the only other palette I have from them, so we will see today, but I have a primer on, so we might not see today, but that's what I've learned. I've also decided that I have I wouldn't call my eyes hooded. I think that they're far from it. But my eye shape, my structure of my eyes is very similar, I think, to Nikki Tutorials. And she calls her eyes hooded, though I still disagree with that phrasing. But she makes her own crease up a little higher because when your eyes are open, you can't see all the fun that's happening on your lid. And I find that happening to me a lot. Like, I always have to close my eyes to see what's going on. I always have to close my eyes so other people can see what's happening here. If I close my eyes, I don't know what's going on. So anyways, I might toy around with making my own crease. We'll see. So this is just my neutral base and it's already warmed it up so much. Like this palette, the word I would use to describe it is warm because it is a very warm palette. And I don't normally like warm, so it's kind of surprising how much I like it, but I do. Hopefully I like it as much when I'm actually using it. So I am gonna use arguably too big of a brush, but I'm trying to conserve some other brushes. I'm going in with the JS4. I believe this is a blending one, I think, but I'm putting that orange on. Let's go. I'm trying to keep the orange to one side of the brush so that I can use the other side of the brush for another color. That, I'm shocked because I hate orange, but I don't hate what I look like right now. We're definitely making our own crease though, man. I have left the crease building and I have just all right. Oh, so I didn't tell you the names of the colors. So my neutral base color is Gnarly. The one I just put on, the orange one, is Sequoia. And now my second crease that I'm using is called Gold Rush, which it's not gold at all, it's brown, but it's got gold flecks in it. So I don't anticipate these flecks to actually show up, but I think it's a nice color though. There's still some orange on that, but it's a nice color. So we're going in with second crease here. So the goal is to leave a little bit of Sequoia to be seen, but not all of it. So if you can see, there is still some of that brighter orange Sequoia at the top, and then I've got the darker as we're coming down. And with the magnification mirror, can confirm gold flecks don't show up, but that's fine because they're here and I know they exist. What I can say is these colors are laying down and blending beautifully. I'm gonna darken my crease. I'm actually gonna use, I told you I was gonna use one or the other of these guys, this one or this one. I think I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna start here and then I'm gonna pull this one in. So this one is gonna go into my actual crease, not my created crease. I'm gonna put this one in my actual crease and then this one will be outer V. And then like I said, we're gonna go in this with the lid and I'm probably gonna use that one wet because it is kind of a metallic. Or is it a shimmer? I still don't know the difference between metallic and shimmer. But anyways, this one I'm probably gonna go in with wet because it's kind of a metallic and I think it will show that metallic look better when it's wet. And then I don't know if I'm gonna pull this one in. Yeah, I will. We're gonna go back in with this one on the inner corner and then we'll also pull this one in on inner corner and this one's gonna be middle lid, just to recap. I have an education degree, so. Okay. Highway 1 is the one that I'm going into my real crease with to deepen it, give it some dimension. So I'm leaving my false created crease alone. And by that I meant I'm not dragging the color up. Don't know if that was clear. So you see we now have dimension. And then the darker color is Mission, and that's what's going in my outer V. And that one, because it's dark, darker shades tend to have worse fallout for whatever reason, or maybe it's just because you can see it. Like I'm not even zoomed in and I can see I've got that fallout from this. And I'm trying to just pat it on there because tapping it in there is what's going to keep it from falling out too terribly. But I am not achieving my goal. That's all right. That's why we do this kind of stuff before we do our face. It was a thing, it was a concept that I was always like, why would you do your eye makeup before you do your face? Because I often, and still do to this day, if I am not doing my eye makeup before I do my face, foundation goes up here, man. Like I know that other makeup YouTubers don't do that. I know that other makeup YouTubers don't do that, but it's a habit I just haven't broken. And you know, eventually what they do covers it up. But on days that I'm not doing my eyes first, that means I'm doing a very subtle look that day, which means I need coverage here or I'm gonna look weird. I gotta be honest with you, I'm really pleased with the dimension that I feel like I have a sunset on my eyes right now. How? I'm taking my dry Jeffree Star makeup sponge to try to pick up that fallout. Should it be dry? I don't know. That's just what I had. So don't take that as a tip. That's just what I did. Don't worry about it. Okay, what is next? What is next? So you can see I deepen my crease and darken my outer V. I'm very happy. I'm giving you weird blinks, but I'm very happy with the sunset that's happening on my face right now. I'm going to use my lid color now. It's called Surf Rider. I'm gonna put it down dry and see how it looks, but I do think I'm gonna end up going over it wet. If I had any confidence in doing a cut crease, now would be a good time to have done it, but like, I don't. I've attempted it. I'm not too adept at it yet. It's something I know I want to work on, but I haven't done it yet. So anyways, this is Surf Rider dry on the lid. To be honest with you, it doesn't look like it's there. I know it's there, but in the camera, it doesn't look different to me. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna wet it and we're gonna try again. And suddenly it's a color explosion. I'm not sure how different it looks to you. I'm gonna reblend this, so don't worry, I'm not gonna have that harsh line, but it does look significantly different in person, at the very least. Dry versus wet. I'm trying not to stick too much of it on the inner corner because I want to give that orange a chance, because if I'm trying to put that orange over this, I don't think that's going to work out well. We'll see how it goes. I think that worked pretty well. going in wet on that. I'm gonna retake some of this color to kind of blend that line back. I am now going to go into the inner corner with the orange. I'm gonna use this small brush that I got from Tarte. It doesn't have a name because I want a lot of control. So it's very tiny. It's not super fluffy. I wanna have a lot of control with this orange on the inner corner. I mean, truly, having this orange going up through the top part of my eye, it really brings this look together because now it's up here, but then it travels down here and has its moment by itself to just like, oh, I'm like really happy with what it just did. And I'm gonna change pace just a smidge because I think what I'm gonna do with the gold, I'm still using that bitch, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it on my lower lash line towards the inner corner and do the browns and stuff out here and fade into that gold. I think that's what's gonna look most beautiful. So I think for now we're done with the eye until I do my face. Like, I'm not doing my whole face because, well, okay, I'm doing my entire face, but like I'm not doing foundation. I'm just gonna use concealer, I think, and call it a foundation because I have good skin, so like it's fine. Except for, you know, this breakout, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish the eyes. Okay, so that's my face done. Can you even tell I'm not wearing foundation? You're like, yeah, bitch, your face looks like trash. I know, it's fine. All I did was some concealer and I threw on a little blush that I didn't even put new blush on the brush. I just used leftover from this morning. It's fine, don't worry about it. So we are going to finish with the lower lash line. Got my trusty lash line brushes and I'm not done yet. I have not forgotten this glitter, don't worry. I'm just kind of like nervous about it a little bit, but I haven't forgotten. So under the eye, on the outer part, I'm going to go back in with Highway 1, which is my crease deepening color. So I'm gonna go back in with Highway 1 and drag that under my lash line. And I'm gonna go only like 2/3 of the way in. So I wanna save some room for that gold. And I'm also gonna take a little bit of the outer V color to smoke that out just a smidge to really bring it all together. I will admit I could have done with some shaping in this department and I didn't do it. But that's okay because guess where I'm going? Bed. Don't worry, we're not finished. That's not the end. So, oh, ooh, that's real mushy. Ooh, that makes me nervous. The gold, I just like tried to like stab this brush in and it went like potatoes, mashed potatoes. Okay. Oh, and this one's called Diego. So we've got the gold on the inner corner and it fades out to the darker. I'm just nervous because of how mushy this was when I laid my brush in it. Not that there's anything wrong with the palette itself, because I don't think there is. Like, I'm not nervous like Jaclyn Hill nervous. I'm just like, I just really plop that brush in there, you know? I'm gonna do something that might ruin the entire look. There is this gold down here that's a little more tame. And in an effort to try to use nearly every color in this palette, I'm still gonna leave a couple behind, but almost. I am going to try to use that gold. It's called Cruisin'. I'm gonna try to use Cruisin' as a brow highlight. So it could ruin everything, but let's see what happens. Guys, I don't think it ruined it. I don't think it ruined it. Sorry for yelling, I just got excited. I couldn't take the lack of shaping, so I had to fix it. Up next, we're going in with that gold glitter. The color is called El Capitan. We're gonna wet the brush because there's no way this shit's going on without it. I'm nervous to look at the brush. I don't know if you noticed, but there's nothing there. I'm so afraid to like punch into it now because of what happened to the other one. That did a little bit better. We'll see. I gotta get up close and personal in my mirror with this one because I'm afraid of what it's gonna do. All right, I think the brush picked up more than I thought it was. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. It is a very gorgeous glitter. It's not having its moment right now, and I don't know what to do with it for it to have its moment. Actually, I just changed my mind. Sometimes fingers are best. I forgot about this concept. One sec. Oh my God, it's having its moment. You idiot. I was just so nervous because it feels so loose in the pan. Like I'm tapping my finger in it right now and I feel like I'm touching loose glitter. But the finger is where it, oh my, oh, there's so much glitter. I think this is gonna show up really well in the pictures later, but oh, I love glitter. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such a beautiful glitter. It's such a warm glitter, and I'm not into warms, and I cannot get past what's happening on my face right now. Man! Okay, was there something else I was trying to do to finish? I think that is all of the colors on my eyes. I think we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We used 9 out of 12 on this palette. We are gonna finish up. What I'm gonna do, I have my NYX gold eyeliner, so that's gonna be my waterline, because I just think that is the only thing you can do with this palette, because it's gorgeous and warm, and I don't want a stark white waterline, and I don't think a black waterline would do us any favors. The age-old question with me is, does it need a wing? And I think there's a lot going on, so I don't necessarily think that it does. I really think that I need to invest in a brown liquid liner. I never thought I needed it. I never thought I'd want it, but I think a brown liquid liner would have really worked with this. I just think black is too much of a sharp contrast with everything else that I have happening. I need to get brown. Note to self. And there you have it. Lashes on. You're welcome. I do think the lashes really set it off as they should. I do like the lipstick with it because it's a nice warm tone red rather than a bright one. And I'm honestly shocked at how much I love it, because I know I've already said it, but I just don't like warm tones. I love purples and blues. Pinks are warm, but not so much. And I cannot believe what I have on my face right now. And then I love it. But I think it's the glitter, you know? Not to discount the rest of the palette, because it's great. But I think it's the glitter, because glitter is the way to my heart. So it's really beautiful. And using finger on the one that felt like pure glitter was a requirement. Like, I forgot that that was a choice. Oh man, I can't get over the glitter. I don't want to take this off because it's just so pretty. I need to take photos for you guys to finish off the video, and then you'll give you a little bit better of a look as well. It looks so good. It looks so good. And this lipstick makes my teeth look so good. I need to wear this lipstick all the time. Okay, well, that is it. I am starting to run out of shout outs because my subscribers have not been growing, and I'm sad about that. But my shout out this video is gonna go to my friend Andy. She has been very interested in everything that I've been doing. She's been throwing me ideas, and she's the one that got me signed in with BoxyCharm, and I am just really enjoying reconnecting with her over makeup. We've been friends for over a decade. Did you know that, Andy? It's been over a decade. We met my senior, maybe junior, but I think senior year of high school, and then we went to college the first year together, and then I transferred to a different school. But we have been friends since then. We've really reconnected over makeup lately, so that's been really fun. She's really into it, and she's really excited to have somebody that's as into it as she is to talk about. So we talk about all the scandals and the drama and all the new stuff that we hear about makeup and stuff coming out, and it's just been a lot of fun. So that's my shout out then, my friend Andy, because she's been very supportive and very interested in everything that I'm doing, and I appreciate it, and giving me ideas for stuff. So definitely need the ideas sometimes. So that is the California Love Colourpop palette, and I am really surprised. This palette retails for $18. It's got 12 shades in it. It's a pressed powder palette, which I think is a different thing than normal, but I'm not a palette expert despite how many I have. So I think pressed powder is a different thing than normal. And I think that explains why this guy was a little squishy, because it was pressed powder, but I'm not positive. It's different than pressed pigment. I know this isn't pressed pigment, so let's not get that confused, because I have talked about pressed pigments before as well, in the Blue Up palette and in the Morphe palette. Both of those had pressed pigments in them. This is pressed powder, not pressed pigment. So technically this is safe for immediate eye area, despite the other ones being eyeshadows that aren't. I don't know. I actually have a link to get you all 20% off of your Colourpop order. I don't know if it restricts it on certain items, but I'll stick the link in the description just so you can at least try it out. So I really like this one. Another palette that they've come out recently with is Honey. I'll insert a photo of that. I hate yellow. I also said I hate warms, and I really like this palette, but I hate yellow. I truly hate it. But it's very beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna get it because I really hate yellow, and I can't see a time that I would want to wear it. I think that this palette will go really good on people with olive to dark skin tone. Like, not me. I think it will look terrible on me because my skin tone is just not for yellow. It isn't. But it is a beautiful palette. So yeah, I think it will go well with people olive to dark skin tones. And it only retails for $12 because it's only got 9 shades in it. It is the same size as the Just My Look palette, so it's just got the 9 shades in it. But it's really pretty for being yellow. You know, it's beautiful. So that's a new one that I know they came out with. Colourpop comes out with a lot of palettes though, like on the reg. So you're never gonna find a shortage of new palettes to look at with them, and for them being so affordable, that's what I really like. Like, so I got that first Just My Love palette, and I was like, it's cheap, that's why I'm getting it, because I just needed some greens in my repertoire. And then when I tried them the first time and they didn't work well, I was like, oh, no wonder you're so cheap. But then I used it with primer, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. And look what I just did. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah, so it's really beautiful. They have a lot of other products other than palettes too. I just honestly haven't looked at any of them, so I don't know how they are. I'm really loving this, and I can't stop looking at myself. I'm sorry. So that is the video. I hope you enjoyed. I think I probably went on a little too long, and I'm probably gonna cut some shit out, but I'm really stunned, and I hope you're stunned. I might title this video stunning Colourpop California Love look. I think that's what I'll call it. That is it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it so much. And if you want the opportunity to be my next shout out, because you get a lot of promotion from that. If you want the opportunity to be my next shout out, just hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notifications the next time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. Is Tupac music royalty free?